Ticker symbol REVB could be prepping for an upside here. Let's just go ahead and go over the potentials for the following sessions. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with an REVB technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this happy Monday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so you're looking at ticker symbol REVB for Revelation Biosciences here, and you can see that we are respecting the golden rule of three per this broadening descending wedge pretty nicely, right? So you have that test number 1 of the resistance, 2, 3, and this is actually the true breakout test number 4, right? But it looks like we didn't get that 4, but remember that test number 5 is also a viable test, right? And it's also a true test. When we're starting to use the test number 6 and 7, all of those, we have to kind of evaluate the market conditions at that moment and see what the potentials are for an upside, right? But we're still within a true breakout test here, and there could be a validation in process, right? So what I mean by that is that on the following daily candle, which is this one here, we could face a downside to about the 113 area, right, before a potential continuation to the upside. But we have to look at this first. Another thing that we should notice here is that it looks like this the asset is respecting some candle analysis, right? So for example, here, this is a bearish engulfing, and then we got a downside from it, right? So please notice here that this is a hammer candle. We got the upside from that, right? Silly little notes right here, right? And then actually from the most current iteration, this is a bullish engulfing here, suggesting an upside continuation, right? So very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here and just kind of state the obvious things first, right? So I'm not saying that we're going here. I'm just saying that this is the way to trade this formation, right? So per the playbook rules, the take profit for this formation would be at the genesis of the formation itself, suggesting at about $2.31. Yes, it is a massive upside from here. Please remember that it is just the way you trade this, right? So here again, right, we have a bearish engulfing right over here, and the price action continue to the downside. So yeah, it is respecting a lot of things. Damn, it actually has several of them. This is another bearish engulfing candle formation followed by another one, right? So back-to-back formations suggesting a downside. Very curious here for us to kind of keep these things in mind and see them play out, right? So, and I'm talking about, man, in relevance to, you know, after this huge capitulation period, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and refer to volatility versus momentum starting in the immediate short-term time frame. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it on the 30-minute, right? So 30-minute immediate short-term looks like we're starting to get into that critical volatility zone. We're at about 83% here. It would be ideal to reach 90%, right? So, and paired with this, we do have a correcting stochastic momentum moving average set right here, right? So the EMA 3 versus the SMA 14 looks like they're starting to get that curvature for a potential upside continuation, right? So let's go ahead and move on and take a look at the hourly and the bi-hourly, right? So both of these are suggesting a downside continuation here, and that is already pertinent to what we were looking at, right? We were already looking at the potentials of a downside based on the daily retracement to from here, right? Let's just go ahead and look at this again. Yeah, from here to come back and continue the validation process of the newly converted resistance, right? This over here into now a support before continuing on to the upside. Right, so let's go back now and take a look at the 4-hour and see what we have, right? So 4-hour time frame looks on the RSI to be at support right now, okay? So that could be indicative of this floor being found soon or already, right? So let's move on to the 6-hour and see what else we have, right? 6-hour time frame. Please notice that this is officially where we're starting to get a very nice upside pivot on the stochastic momentum oscillator. And also you can see that the 6-hour does have a very limited downside on that RSI. Could be indicative of retesting that top side of the broadening descending wedge as a support, right? So now the 8-hour time frame, let's see what it's got. 8-hour time frame absolutely pivoted towards the upside in that stochastic momentum. We are currently increasing volatility right now, moving average to the upside, meaning that we have more volatility coming in or more shares being traded, right? So let's look at the 12-hour time frame now. Please notice that the 12-hour time frame still with an upside pivot within the area of critical volatility as well, and it looks like we have a very short-term downside to look into, right? So, and now as you jump in to the daily time frame, you can actually see that the MACD is very much pivoted towards the upside. It's increasing bull strength right over here, so there could be a continuation to the upside for the asset, right? So I would be very careful moving forward from here, right? So as the asset is already kind of let's see how far up it's sitting since this point. When was it? May 2nd, right? So it is sitting right now. Wow. Yeah, it's sitting right now at almost 20% up, right? So this breather that it's taking is very much needed in order for the asset to kind of collect more bulls and suggest an upside, right? So yeah, this is looking pretty promising, guys. It's looking not bad at all. I mean, I would honestly prefer if the signals were really fired to the upside here, but the formation is suggesting a potential upside continuation. There is a lot of things kind of suggesting that, right, you guys? So please remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever, okay? We need to combat the area of 131 first. We need to get over 131 with a minimum, I would say, 8-hour candle closure. In this case, it would be ideal to get a bi-daily candle closure, right? But I would say minimum 8 hours. That could pretty much do it for me. Above this range here for a continuation to the upside. As you can see that there is several candles here serving as a point of either support or resistance, historically speaking. So yeah, as long as we maintain price action below the area of $1.31, then this still in essence belongs to the bears, right, you guys? So let's go ahead and just make sure that we can keep a close eye on this, keep a close eye on our assets, right, and take profits when they're there. All right, you guys, but please remember that I am not that financial advisor, okay, you guys? So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off the video. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me, okay, you guys? But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.